Yo, what it do with the man Streetz, Cookies, ENT, hooking up with M.P.R.I.O. That's right, man. We're here at the Silver Clouds, about to do this interview with the man Ozone.
What do, everybody, man? We're here at Silver Clouds Smoke Shop in Nogales, Arizona. Your boy Streetz, hanging out with your boy Ozone. Introduce yourself, O.
What's up? My name is Orlando Batriz. That's my real name, aka Ozone. And I'm from right here in Nogales, Arizona. Been doing it for a minute.
What got you started in all this, man?
Basically, I got started when I was about 13, 14 years old. My brother had already been rapping for about a couple of years. You know, when I really got into it, I actually started by just writing off poems. And
how long you been in the game for, bro?
now it's been more than, I think it's been more about like 12, 13 years that I've been doing this. And I mean, it's been getting there little by little. You know, people nowadays are really noticing that we have, it may be a small town, but we got real big talent down here in Nogales.
When you first started, man, you know, there's a lot of people that have been doing this for quite some time. When and who did you actually look up to when you first started doing all this?
When I first started doing all this, I actually, the people that I really looked up to was people like Leroy Nat from Plan X, shout out to them. People like Steve Carrillo had been doing this time.
When they were with Mad Libs, right?
Yeah, with Mad Libs. Even people like Esco with the Prospects, even though at that time they were still not the Prospects, they've been doing their thing. And you know, all them, and I give a shout out because we started all this in a church environment, and we started rapping out in church. And that
keeping
evolved.
It PG-13 or what?
Keeping it PG-13 at that time. But you know, it evolved from being just talking about the church and noticing all the situations in the environment.
So what you think about all these groups out here, man? Like the Prospects doing their thing, Surge Dog doing his thing, you know, Holla Back doing their thing, Mas Muscalos, this new girl coming up, Diamond Girl. You know, what do you think about the music they're putting out? You know, touch base on that a little bit.
I really, you know, I respect everybody doing their thing out here. One person I really do respect for pushing it out there, really hustling and stuff, you know, is Surge Dog. He every show I get on outside of town, even if he's on Tucson and Phoenix, he finds a way to magically appear at the damn show. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be all over the place, and that's what it's about. He's getting our city out there. You know what I'm saying? He's putting our
big shout out to Angelo Entertainment too as well.
Big shout out to Angelo Entertainment. And let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Angelo, a lot of people down here in Nogales do not know Angelo. He's a dude that will promote you outside of town. And we'll get you on shows, we'll get you photo shoots, we'll get you video shoots, we'll get you models. He helps people out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that actually help us out. Promoters, people that do video shoots, models, you know, people that hook us up with things that like, even right here, coming to the smoke shop and letting us come and do an interview and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Big shout out to Onset too, man. Thanks,
big shout out to Onset,
Appreciate
Silver Cloud Smoke Shop, you know, for doing their thing and letting us come here and take their place, you know, and be able to do the interview. There's a lot of people, when you push your music, there's a lot of people that are going to support you if you're doing it right. You know, other than that, just touching base on the like the Prospects and people like that. I give a lot of props to the Prospects too, because you know they got a good base, they got good producers, they got people that work on their videos. Esco's a real good producer, real good rapper, real good lyricist. Like I said, Surge Dog is out there pushing his music, doing these good videos. You know, he never stops hustling. He's always pushing. Big D, big shouts out to him too. Real good producer, real good video producer too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go on YouTube, look up Surge Dog's videos. You'll see that he's a good video producer. M.P.R.I.O records, man, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them right now. They're behind the camera. Big shouts out to them. Go out there on YouTube, check out the videos, dude. They're doing their thing. And if there's anybody that can tell you the situation, how it is down here in Nogales, it's gonna be them, man, and all of us, you know, all of us. But I mean, basically, they don't hold nothing back when it comes to the videos, when it comes to talking on their lyrics, you know, just like them. And that's why I respect them, because I don't like holding anything back on mine either. New cats like Protocol. Oh boy, I gotta salute you on those 2 new videos you came out with, boy. Man, you're doing your thing. You might be a youngster. A lot of people gonna doubt you, but don't matter, dude. That's the same way I was.
That thing go by you, bro. Just keep on doing your thing. I see you
working
soon, man.
Let me tell you something, man. These dudes behind the camera know what I'm talking about. We used to be rappers, 13, 14, 15 years old. Try to grab a mic on Fridays at the high school. Jump on top of a table. People would look at us like, what? A rapper from Nogales? You must be out of your mind. Now, how many is there? You can't even count them with your fingers. You know? This is not going to stop. It's only going to get bigger and stronger.
You as well. Hey man, you know, I want to touch on a touchy subject here in Nogales, man. There's a lot of people that want to collab with each other. There's a lot of people that are doing things with each other. But man, this beefing that's been going on, you know, it's just not us, you know, it's just not with, you know, Los Más Buscados, it's not just with Two Notorious, with Holla Back, with the Prospect, with Streetz. It's in general, you know what I mean? And it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. But yo, man, you know, what you think, man?
Basically what I think is we grew up in an environment, and it's not really us, it's not really the artists, as because people look at it as like, it's just the artist being envious to one another or being jealous of what the other artist is doing. It's not that.
But we're all doing the same thing, though, you know what I mean? We're making music.
When it comes down to it, we all want to make a better life for our family and come out with this music and represent our town and represent where we're from and the environment that we come from. At the same time, we all have the same goal in mind, but when it comes down to it, is that we were born into an environment, and anybody that knows Nogales knows this really well. People are jealous down here, and they will sit there and talk to you, talk about you all day, because that's just the environment that we come from, you know, because you see somebody else getting something bigger than you or better than you, you're going to sit there and talk about it.
But then you would think about it, you know, we come from a small town where you think there should be more unity. So what do you think we should be doing as artists and as producers and as, you know, promoters to get that unity together?
Basically things like you're doing right now, basically things putting us together, doing this stuff. I mean, we're all, like I said, we're all in this for the same goal, for the same reasons when it really comes down to it. And other than that, I mean, I think that we should always keep that in mind. That's something that we don't keep in mind sometimes.
Going back on that, man. Who have you been beefing with for quite some time? Or, you know, who have you had beef with that you kind of squashed, or maybe you think it's still going to get bigger, or, you know?
I mean, I've been working, you know, basically I work with everybody down here. Anybody that wants to work with me and it's okay with me, I never hate on anybody. I never really sit there and like put too much thought to the subject, because when it comes down to it, that's my real thought on the subject, that we all have the same goal, you know. Back in the day, I had a real problem with Holla Back, which wasn't even anything big. It was something over some messages on Facebook and just ridiculous stuff.
Basically, when it comes
damn, bro. Facebook, you know, I'll tell you something. Sometimes that is the biggest reason why we have so much beef down here, because so much people notice what we're doing in Facebook and thinking that it's just us what we put on Facebook. You gotta remember that we're just human beings, and we do things that
are going to be
wrong. And a lot of things, a lot of words, a lot of comments, and a lot of statements get twisted. Which basically came down to, that's what the beef that I had with them, you know. And recently he was even with, and this dude is my dog. I've been with him ever since we started, ever since I really started pushing my music. Surge Dog, man, it was something really ridiculous, really ridiculous. You know, people just twisted up words, and statements got thrown around that didn't even need to be thrown around. And when it comes down to it, it was just basically people that aren't even involved in the music industry twisting up words that he said and that I said, and it just came down to them actually started the whole beat. Basically, you know what, I'm gonna tell everybody that does music down here, don't listen to all these people that are not involved into the music, because they want to see the same thing they've been seeing this whole time.
What's that?
And see us keeping each other down, keep each other down. That's what they want to see. It's because they're used to it here in Nogales.
So, back to the music, bro. Who are your biggest inspirations that you got going in life, or who are your role models you had? Like, say maybe your father, you know, or your brother, like you were saying earlier. Who showed you?
Exactly. You know, I had my dad pass away. I had my nephews pass away. Same year they passed away. In less than 6 months, they all passed away. And they were like my two little brothers, my nephews, and my dad passed away. In less than 6 months altogether. This happened 2 years ago. And on the same day they died, you know, they told me and they confirmed to me that I'm doing something right with this music. And they were my biggest supporters, not because they were my family, but because they saw me I was actually doing something with this music, and that it was going to actually take me somewhere. My dad laying on his deathbed, he told me, you better not stop your music, because you don't know where it's going to take you. And for my dad to say that, he was a real strong man that held a lot of pride. It's like the Mexican machismo, no?
Hey, number one fan, no?
But, you know, he held it up to him, and even up to his deathbed, he told me, you're going to do something real big with this music, and you're going to inspire a lot of people. And to me, up to this day, the people that I inspire and come up to me to this day and tell me, you know what, that line that you dropped hit me right in the heart. That's my inspiration. Other than my kids and my family, that's my biggest inspiration, is people that I walk up to in the streets And people that I don't even know, I haven't even no idea that they listen to my music will walk up to me and tell me, you know what, I love that song because of what you said, this, and that.
Yo, I know in the past, you guys lost a friend, you guys lost a crew member, man. Can you touch base a little bit on that, man?
A real cool dude, you know, he was a lot of people don't know this. He was one person that really inspired a lot of artists here, that really gave them the motivation, that was there behind us, you know, pushing us and kind of giving us that extra kick in the ass when we felt that
everybody needs one.
Yeah, everybody needs one of those. He gave us the extra motivation when we thought this music wasn't going anywhere, when we thought this music wasn't going to do anything for us, you know. I had a real privilege to be working with them. I think even the dudes from M.P.R.I.O, I had a privilege to work with them, and that's my homeboy Jerry, aka VM.
Big shout out to VM, man. We know you're with us today, man.
You go on YouTube, check out that video of everything I mean.
Think about the new music, the new generation.
I really do like it because they're taking it into a certain direction that we couldn't have taken it up, because people would have looked at us weird because they knew the situation we were in, they knew how we were living.
We always get looked at weird, though, you know what I mean?
They would have looked at us and been like, "You're not rapping what you're living."
Yeah.
These guys are out here rapping what they're living, you know, and that's all that rap is, and that hip hop and even R&B music is about confidence. These guys got the confidence to get out there and show the people who they are and not hide anything from anybody. And I think that's a real positive direction to be.
Who do you think your top 5 Nogi rappers would be? You know what I mean?
Top 5 off the top of my head, like I said, basically this dude, he could jump from throwing a party song to a real serious song, and you can relate to both of them. And his hustle is what really makes me push him and be the top one is Streetz. Right below that, I would have to say, not a lot of people talk about him anymore because he's not living in here in Nogales anymore, but he's still out there repping it for Nogales. And he's the only one that can say that he's got a record deal out here for Nogales. That's El Lonely.
Big shout out to Lonely up in Phoenix, man.
Shouts out to my dude. He does it, man, and you know, he's never hides where he came from. Third, I would have to say to Notorious, just by the lyrics and the rawness that they bring to their videos and the lyrics that they bring. They don't try to hide what our city is or what they are, you know.
I see it.
Number 4 would definitely have to be Esco, just being so lyrical, and the same way he could be lyrical on a track, he produced that same track. So I give a big shout out because he's a well-rounded artist, you know, and it's just, he can do everything pretty much. Other than that, I would have to say, right now at the moment as it is, I would have to say Protocol. He may be young, but that boy is no shame. He's out there doing his thing, you know.
And right now he's doing a video shoot, so be on the lookout for that too as well.
Yeah, right now when he came out here, I was one of the first people that he hit up, you know, and dude didn't really know the situation, how it was down here in Nogales, and now he's like taking control and knowing what's going on. So, and he's really young. That's why I really give him props.
Where would Ozone fit in this top 5, man? My bro.
I mean, I've been doing it for so long, I think I probably should be around number 3 or 4. At least, you know what I'm saying?
What does the world expect from Ozone, or what does Ozone want the people to be aware of, you know, in the upcoming years? Like,
I've been working on it. I have a couple of tracks. I don't know, nobody, even the people that I work with on music have not heard the tracks that I'm putting on my album. I'm still working on that. I'm still putting all that together. It should be out. I was gonna release it by this summer, but a couple of things backtracked it, so it should be done by December of this year.
So we got an album coming out pretty soon, right?
An album, and that's an exclusive. I haven't even told anybody none of this. So that's an exclusive.
Well, what's the name of the album? Maybe we can get a little sneak peek of it.
Funny thing is, you know how people been saying that at the end of 2012, December 12th, it's all gonna be done with. So I decided that since they've been saying that, and I haven't been able to come out with my album because all the things have been happening, I'm gonna call it Before the World Ends, because before the world ends, I'm gonna tell my.
So what do you want to say to the camera, bro, and to all your fans out there, and you know what, to the public out there, most important, you know?
First of all, I would love to say I love Nogales. This is my city. I would die, and I wake up every morning breathing for this city, and I do every rap song that I do, even though I'm not talking about it. Sometimes in the song, I rap it for Nogales, man. I do it for everybody out here, even every artist. Even if you don't like me, I still do it for you. Because you know what? When it comes down to it, like I said, we all got the same goal and the same dreams in mind.
Hey, well, you know what, man? We want to thank Silver Cloud Smoke Shop for lending us their spot. And my man Ozone right here.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to M.P.R.I.O records, Streetz Cookies.